Welcome back to In Ohio Country today. And on the phone with us now is Sharath Krishna. Dr. Krishna is professor of biology in the Department of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Central State University. Before we get started, I want to remind you that Central State University, located in Wilberforce, Ohio, is a regionally accredited 1890 land-grant university with a 132-year tradition of preparing students from diverse backgrounds and experiences for leadership, research, and service. Dr. Krishna, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here with you.
Thanks to the USDA and NIFA, Central State University, Ohio's only 1890 land-grant institution, recently received several $1 million in scholarships for Ohio students who choose to major in agriculture and related fields at Central State University. Let's talk about that scholarship opportunity and the limited time that it's available. The deadline for applications is fast approaching. We're talking about June 30th. So let's talk about that scholarship program and what it means and the different majors that students can be involved in to participate and the value of that scholarship at Central State University.
Yeah, that's right. Time is ticking. It's June 30th is the deadline. Although we will accept applications through. It's sort of a first come first basis. So yes, we have about $2.2 million for the period of 4 years to give it away to students who deserve it. So deserve it in the sense it depends on the GPA. So if you are a high school student, you need at least 2.8 high school GPA in order to be eligible for this scholarship. But if you're already in a college, say you're in a community college on an associate degree, so you can do those 2 years of associate degree there and then transfer to Central State, continue another 2 years, and get a full bachelor's degree here. So that for such a opportunity, for transfer students from college, the GPA is 3.0 in order to be eligible for the scholarship as a transfer student. So we think we can fund sort of a full ride for high school students so that they can start with no problem or no stress of finance behind them, and this scholarship is unique because it covers for most of it. Like it covers the full tuition, it covers the cost of living, like your residence, your room and board, and all that, and it covers for books too. So if you're buying ebooks or books, and it is covered. But what's not covered is if you're traveling, commuting, all those expenses are not covered. So this is a very good scholarship.
The 4-year scholarship awards for eligible students can be up to $60,000. And as you mentioned, includes tuition, books, room and board. That's pretty exciting. I mean, when you talk about the value of education you're going to get at Central State University.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, but the only thing that the student has to keep in mind is to maintain a GPA of 3.0, so that to continue getting that. That's all. If you have that GPA, you don't need any other qualification to continue getting that scholarship for the whole year. And then the main objective, the goal of this scholarship, as far as USDA and Central State University is concerned, is to create more people in the agriculture field, more workforce, more skills in the agriculture field, and go back to rural America. So the majors that they have to take is restricted to those subjects. Like, for example, we have sustainable agriculture as a major. That's very good. And then we have agriculture education. And then we have exercise science with a nutrition minor. agricultural extension education. And then you have agriculture business, agribusiness. And then we have engineering majors like water resource management, environmental engineering. So these are all subjects, or these are all majors or concentrations or minors that the student has to get involved in order to get this scholarship, in order to be eligible. So it's sustainable agriculture related subjects that we offer. So that's a good thing for students who are interested in it.
We're on the phone with Sharath Krishna, and Dr. Krishna is professor of biology in the Department of Agricultural and Life Sciences at Central State University. Dr. Krishna, we talked a little bit about some of the scholarships that are going to be available there at Central State University, or actually are available. That's for a limited time, though. They have to get that application in as soon as possible. But why do students want to major in agriculture?
Across the world, small farmers are being marginalized and rural areas are marginalized. And that's why you see everywhere a migration from rural area to urban areas, finding jobs and a better way of life and things like that. So at this time, if we are able to strengthen the skills of our students to be back in the rural areas and get them more income, increase their productivity of their farm, try to grow different aspects, different things like different plants, maybe some of them exotic, sort of like medicinal plants or whatever, and make it more productive. And that's very important, and that's one of the missions of our department here, sustainable and making a farm more productive for the small farmers.
Let's talk a little bit about the undergraduate research students and what you're doing there with undergraduate work.
Right. So this, what we want to do is leverage the scholarship, the 1890 scholarship. We are calling it student scholarship. So it's not just a scholarship; it's a scholars program. So those who are in that scholarship, or get that scholarship, will be grouped together as a community, and they go from one level to another in the college together. And for them, now that we have a group of faculty too who are going to guide them. So it's going to be very proactive and guiding them. So they are going to meet every week. They are going to talk about the rural areas, about agriculture. They're also getting involved slowly after their first year. They're going to get involved in research that are related to farming right here at Central State University. Another experiential learning at Central State University is the study abroad program that is administered through the Office of Global Studies. So what that is, a brief 2-week exposure to a foreign country. So it's a faculty-led program. So one faculty who takes the leadership takes about 20 students to a foreign country for 2 weeks and does a course there. So it could be anything like learning Spanish or doing some European studies. So I use that at our department to take students to India and I get an exposure to sustainable agriculture there.
Wow. So, Dr. Krishna, let's talk about how this all starts. Let's talk about the class sizes, the one-on-one communication, the proactive advisors that you have there at Central State University that set that foundation for your students to take it to the next level, as we mentioned.
Yeah, that's right. So our class size is small. That's the bottom line for our students. So there are many students who come to Central State not because it is it's very convenient or cheap or like that, but because the class size is very small. So our class size is about 20 students. So it's not only that the class size is small, we have long office hours and we meet with the students. There's no specific office hours like that. whenever the professor is in the office, the doors are open, so we got a open door policy when they come, and students also discuss all their other problems. So there is a lot of one-to-one interaction. That's very helpful. Yeah, that sort of gives a wraparound feeling for the student, a family feeling for the student, so that they know that they are not all by themselves. There are people to help them, protect them.
Dr. Sharath Krishna, professor of biology in the Department of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Central State University, has been our guest. And Dr. Krishna, if people want more information about the scholarships that are available, about the different ag programs and everything that's happening at Central State University, where do they go?
Okay, so they can contact me at my email address. That's always open. But then they can also go to our website, and there's a spot there where the student can click on, and it directly takes them to the application form. So there's a primary application form, which it's all online. You can enter all the data and submit it. It comes to me. I will scrutinize it, and if the student is eligible, I'll send that student a secondary application packet where everything is filled in, and that's it.
And the website is centralstate.edu. That's centralstate.edu. Dr. Krishna, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome. It was great. It was my pleasure to be with you.